Sorry, from My Biz Consulting. I'm gonna wait till a couple people come on the live, but we are live now on YouTube. We're live on Facebook and Instagram, I believe, as well as Twitch. So, I do have some notes. So this is 10 minutes to talk with Jamila Lark. We are going to kind of start pushing this more on Instagram, um, as this is a quick update on just different topics. So if you got any topics that you're interested in me kind of going over answering questions about, simply drop it in the chat and I will make a topic, a quick 10-minute topic about it, so we can talk about that as well. Today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for a website. So we are getting a lot of people here at the agency that are coming through talking to either myself or some of our team members about getting a website done, and they kind of don't have a clue. I mean, it's not we can throw as many questionnaires out as possible, but I feel like a lot of people aren't prepared for the website, or they kind of just really don't know where to start. So although I sit and kind of give them a guideline based on template, or just an idea of a template or design that they would prefer, so what information they need to gather. So let's start. 10 minutes. Let's see if I can get all of this in 10 minutes. Again, you can drop something in the chat if you have any questions. On this platform, this is a very new platform that I'm using. So you could definitely buy me coffee if you want to buy me coffee. Definitely buy coffee. We're accepting coffee requests for shout outs. We will have them coming up as well, where you'll be able to just kind of say, hey, give me a request. And we're doing a lot of that right now because we pushing everything out there. We're all about marketing, promoting. I will jump into more about this particular platform as it comes into development. It's very new. Right now we don't have the option to bring guests on live, but that will be added. We're still working on adding it as well. So I'm gonna get into it. What to prepare for when building a website. So first, I need everybody to be in a mind state of your dream client. What would your client be looking for when they come to your website? So I'm gonna assume that you already picked your type of website that you need, but we'll get into that in another show. But in this one, I want to focus on like what do you want your client to see when they come to your website? And I mean everything from color, from design. Um, what do you want them to do? So your dream client, what do you want to give them when they visit your website? It's so important that you're promoting your business at all times. Your logo, your color scheme, you want your clients to kind of come onto your website and be like, this is it, this is what I want to buy, this is what I want to buy into, and kind of get to know like what it is. You also want to determine if you want a website or you want a landing page. I'm going to do a whole spill on that as well, because those are two separate and very different things. And I want to talk about those as well. So jumping into that, you got your website idea. So I need you to write out your plan for your website. I suggest going to look at current sites that you may be attracted to. You may like different layouts, and drawing out a picture. I love diagrams and pictures. That really helps us designers get a visual of what it is that you want. Um, it's important to understand your layout, your format, how you want it to look, and then we'll get into the flow of things. What we consider your call to action, what is supposed to happen next. So these are things that I think a lot of people kind of forget. They just want the website. I need a website. I needed to do A, B, and C. So you have to get that in a visual format, because when you're dealing with designers, we think in layers. We think in layers. We think about the call to actions. We think about if once this page comes up, what happens next. So that's why I find that it's very hard for your average person to communicate with the designers, because again, designers think on a whole nother level sometimes, and it's very difficult to kind of see your vision if you're not very clear as to what you want on that site. So having your idea, mapping out the plan of your website, how you want it to look, that layout. Literally take a pencil, a crayon, a chalk, I don't care. Map it out, draw that picture out. That's so very helpful for your designer. Now we are in 2022. And of course, most of people that know me know I talk SEO, search engine optimization. Think about that when you're getting your website done. You want to make sure that your website is optimized for the search engines to read it. Now, that's a million things, another list. You can actually watch some of my previous videos on YouTube, and I'll jump into what that actually is, but I'm not going to be able to cover that in 10 minutes today. So think about, is my site optimized? Or ask the person that's building your site, will this site be optimized for SEO? Because that's important. You want to be able to market your site. You want people to be able to find you online. So that's something, again, if you have any questions or any of these things, I do free consultations as well, but you can drop it, a comment in the box, and I'll be happy to answer it within this 10 minutes or after. Okay. Next, the most important part of your website is your copy, the information, the content that got to go on your website. So a lot of people, they say, oh, I got a web designer, they're going to design my website, but you don't provide or prepare proper copy. Okay. We got to make sure that we're preparing the information in general, like really making sure, okay, I want in this box, in this about field, I needed to say this exactly as I wrote it to you, as I'm giving it to you. That next field, I needed to say this information. This is so important. We can't assume that our web designers are editors or good writers. So if you're interested in learning about some cool tools, I'm going to drop some things in the comments here. So a really cool tool you can use to help you write. If you're not a writer and you struggle with getting that content together, here's a tool that you can use to actually go on and write the copy for you. This information is detrimental to your website because this is what brings people in. This is what, they want to read. They want to sit there and say, okay, now I understand what this site is about. Okay. Wow, I've already been through 7 minutes. So shout out to everybody that joined me here. But next, I'm going to try to go as fast as possible here. But again, if you have any questions, please drop some love in the comments. I will get back to you and answer your questions. So next, I want to jump on gathering your inspiration. Go to other websites. You're not copying a website. Go find what inspires you about that website and try to get your designer to make that your own. You can be creative around something that you've seen, something that you're interested in, something that really caught your eye. Find out if your designer can do something very similar. Maybe even just the flow of the website, the way it flows, something that's flipping or moving or anything. Make sure that you're delivering this information to your designer, because it's important that they have that information, or they can't properly give you what it is you're looking for. They can't bring your vision to life, right? So next, preparing your photos and videos. Okay, this has become bigger than life itself because of the new metaverse and NFTs and things like that. Again, this is something I'm going to jump back on. This is why I'm doing 10 minutes to talk with Jamila Lurie, so you guys can understand how we work on this end, and how this new world order is going to affect you when you're trying to build a website. So when I say photos and videos, you want to make sure that they belong to you, or you at least have license to use them. Okay. There's ways of checking. And again, I'll be back to drop a lot of tools that I use, because they're no secret. They're online. Use these tools to make sure that you are protecting yourself, because you don't want to put somebody else's content up. Especially if it's not just a repost and it's on your website. You want to make sure that that content belongs to you. You want to make sure that you are covered to use that content. Okay. Because that can actually put you in a situation where your site's being penalized by the major search engines. Meaning, when I say penalized, drop to the bottom where you're not even visible. So a lot of people think that they're visible online, and they're not visible at all. Okay. So make sure you remain visible online by simply making sure the content that you post, whether it's your own pictures. A lot of people are afraid to post pictures that they have because they're from their cell phone. Listen, that's okay. If that's the pictures that you have, that's okay. Ask your web designer to work with you on them. Of course, I'm about to go over my 10 minutes. So, last but not least, gather any last details. So, your web designer should send you a link or a visual of the site, either it's before going live, so you can take a look at it visually. What I suggest and I ask my clients to do is write down, the changes. Write them down, send me an email with all of the changes in every section. So you want to go through that website with a fine-tooth comb to make sure each section corrections are completed. Or, this is, I like this, I don't like this, I need this change. Because more than likely you only got one or two times to change that website before you're charged additional fees. So make sure you get all of your changes and updates done. Make sure you read through it. Make sure you spell check the content that you deliver, because that's not up to the designer to do, it's up to you. So unless you're paying a content editor or to go through your content and get that together for you, again, make sure everything is clean, crisp, how you like it, and you will get a perfect website, guaranteed. Short turnaround time, long as you have everything together. Again, take notes from this website, because just from this blog, just take notes so you can make sure that you have everything together, especially if you're somebody looking to get a new website. This is your first time. Again, I do 20-minute free consultations. I'll be more than happy to go over some information with you. Share some jewels. I like to drop jewels. I have no problem doing so. I will be back to drop many, many more jewels. And I'm like, I went over time, but I love this 10 minutes to talk with your girl, Jamila Laurie, My Biz Consulting. If you have questions, anything like that, you can always reach out to me. Here's my information. This is my phone number and my website, where you can check out all the work that I do, all the different things that we offer. Visit our website, you'll be able to see in a row, literally tab for tab, what we offer and how we do what we do. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and we're going to end this live. I didn't stay under 10 minutes, but I'm going to work on that. Okay, thank you again, guys. I'll see you on the other side. I'll be back next week with another 10 minutes to talk. I look forward to sharing more information with you. Shoot me an email on my contact page or whatever. If you have any topics that you'd like me to cover, any questions, concerns, I'm with you. All right, holla at your girl on the other side. It's your girl, Jamila Laurie, My Biz Consulting.